Hello everyone and welcome to a slice of my life, and you see a huge ass DHL box. This is from Spinetic Spinners. I like the logo over here. I know that they've always had the logo here, I just wanted to point it out. But it is a big ass box. Biggest box I've ever received from Spinetics. Look. And it's barely in frame. Yeah, 1.7 pounds. But yes, you can see it is a huge box. Let's crack this thing open and see what's inside. I know roughly what I ordered, but I just always have this habit of wanting to record the unboxing of anything that I receive from Spinetic. So here we go. I got one of these Tobacco or Tobacco Technologies Supernova spinner in black. This is a bearing removal tool from Spinetic Spinners. Looks like I got a couple of them. This is... oh yes! My RevPunx is here! RevPunx! Legacy spinner in black. Legacy spinner, stainless steel. Another legacy stainless steel, yep, that's right. Got two of these. Check out this. It says, "Thanks Ben, enjoy the displays." Displays! I'm not gonna show you guys the total. Or maybe I should. Look, I paid for all my shit, okay? So I paid for everything. But look at that, enjoy the displays? What is that? Oh no, I think I know what it is. It shouldn't be a no, it's a yes. 2 base stands? These are the same displays that Spinetics uses in their shop. Oh, this is really cool. So I got one of this big size ones, a medium size one, and a small one. And we got a stand for these. So you're supposed to put a spinner in, and then you could display it just like that. Oh, how sweet is that? Thank you, Joshua and the Spinetic team. Everyone in Spinetic Spinners, thank you so much. I've needed one of these. I'm guessing this is the stand for the square. Yep, I was right. So this is a stand. You kind of put it there and it stands on its own. So it's a very beautiful display stand. They've given me 3. Okay, I am ecstatic right now. Thank you so much. I'm gonna cut the video now because the next review I will do definitely is on the RevPunx, because I've been looking forward to it. Crack it open later and then put it on my EDC for the next few days. And I'm really looking forward to it because I'm really interested in the buttons. Catch you all later. Hello again everyone, and welcome to a slice of my life once again. Yes, this is the, I guess you could call it the official opening up and first impressions of the RevPunx RevPunx. Yes, I had it earlier and I opened it up, but I did not take it out of the package. So here we go. This is the RevPunx that I purchased off Spinetics. It comes in a tin like this with a little disclaimer over here, some choking hazard, but no other detail on the tin itself. And it's a pretty big tin compared to the other Spinetic Spinners tin cans. The RevPunx is in here in this Ziploc bag. Just gonna give it a rub down because from pictures it looks pretty sharp. Looking at all these edges over here, so I'm just gonna give it an initial rub down. And yeah, it does feel a little bit sharp here on the edges out here. Yeah, you could see, look, it's actually pretty sharp right here. And I guess it's uniformly sharp all the way around. The finish looks like some kind of a brushed or I guess a sanded finish all around here. And on the sides, you can see it's not really even. Yeah, it's a little bit diagonal here, and you can see 2 different diagonal lines or directions here. So it's not very, I guess, uniform, but it's very uniform here on the flats. It's an outward brush finish. But the reason why I got this was because of the buttons. I'll be honest and tell you right off the bat, I'm not a fan of the design. I mean, I can see how it is RevPunx. It has a slightly royal theme. You could see the diamonds over here, and you could see like a ringish design, but this actually resembles a jewel on the crown. So I guess the whole theme of it being royal really stands out in this particular spinner, but the design just doesn't really appeal to me. It's just a personal taste, guys. The buttons are the reason why I got it. Now when I first saw the buttons, I thought, oh, that's nice, big size buttons. But then I saw Joshua post up a video about this dimple on the button over here, balancing the entire spinner on the tip of a knife, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, because there are other buttons out there with the same dimple. For example, the stubby has a dimple in the button, as well as the NTO double stack buttons also have a dimple in the middle. So this, you can see it's right smack there. And I'm gonna go ahead now to give it a first spin and let you guys know what I think about it. So here we go. Actually, that's not bad. It's actually very well balanced out, and nice gyro effect. Doesn't wobble much, but this spin but this gyro actually feels a lot like a disc-shaped spinner. It's pretty interesting. I'm liking it quite a lot. Pretty solid. And it gives a very nice ringing tone to it. Oh, that's nice sound. Oh, wow. Listen to that. This is nice. Okay, this resonance is a nice high-pitched ding. I guess there's no other better word to use but a ding. Right there. Ding. Almost like a little bell. It's cool, but unfortunately it is a little bit sharp and it's, I guess, cutting my hand right here. Yeah, right here when I stop it. Oh, you can see scratch marks right there. Look at that. You'll see scratch marks. So the edge is actually scratching against my finger, so that's the first impression. I'm going to remove the buttons on this and have a look at the bearing retention system. Ah, there we go. It is I'm just gonna call it Spinetic style. It is a Spinetic style 188 bearing retention system built into this. But I really like the buttons though. They are almost like Spinetic XL buttons, just a little bit, I guess, flatter and smooth on the outer edge. Like I said, I got this mainly for the buttons, so the laser etching gives it a good grip, even though the concave is not very deep. And then it doesn't concave all the way. There is a angled ramp or ridge, and then it flattens out somewhere close to the middle. So hopefully with the reflections you guys can actually see that. You know what? I'm gonna grab another spinner and put these buttons on, and I just want to see how they look like on camera. But I will just move all this away first. These actually look pretty good on an iFidget. This is my iFidget stainless steel with a silicone band around it. Actually looks pretty nice. The RevPunx buttons on the iFidget. Here we have the RevPunx buttons on a Origin. And it looks a little bit strange to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's the finish or something. It just looks kind of flat. So it makes the whole Origin look pretty flat. But in terms of handling, it's very comfortable. I like the fact that it is very smooth on the edge here. Yeah, makes for a very comfortable fidget. I guess the reason why it looks strange to me is because the RevPunx buttons are so polished and the finish on the Origin is actually very brushed. So maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. Next we have the RevPunx buttons on a 2R Designs circulator. Looks nice. Very flat. I like it. This, in my opinion, has a better contrast versus the Origin. Yeah, very comfortable. I mean, the buttons themselves feel very comfortable, but this is not bad actually. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I think the Y is such a versatile design that it works very well with the original buttons as well as bigger buttons like this. Talking about the gyro effect, the Y is definitely more affected in terms of wobbling versus the RevPunx spinner, so I have to say that. But this is what it looks like. Nice combination. And of course, how could I leave this out? This is the stubby with the RevPunx buttons. And this surprisingly looks very good as well. To me, it's because the stubby actually features these kind of circular brush marks and they contrast really well with the polished finish of the RevPunx buttons. So it looks really good. The fact that it is so smooth on the outside here really helps with the smoothness of the stubby as well. So, wow. Wow. I think I might have to change my stubby buttons from the Spinetic buttons, the normal size buttons, to the RevPunx buttons. These are nice. I also heard through the grapevine that these buttons might go on sale separately, so if that's the case, I'm copying myself at least another 2 sets of buttons. For sure. This is good. Wow. And since we're at it, this is a Hook X button on the RevPunx, and the Hook X button actually has the black lip MOP seashell inlay that I got recently to add on to my Hook X buttons, and I think they look beautiful. Exquisite looking things. But I think it goes very well. What do you think? Man, that gyro effect is crazy. Feels so much like a disc-shaped spinner. Oh, I'm forgetting to do this. Ding! I love that sound. Man, that gyro effect is nice. Yeah, I'm doing that on purpose, guys. Since I've got them out, I might as well just quickly do a size comparison for you guys. Here is a stubby, here is a Spinetics Y, and right in the middle we have the RevPunx by RevPunx. The RevPunx is definitely bigger than the stubby, for sure. Slightly bigger than the Y. Let me just stack these up so you can see. Right there. Double spin. Triple spin. There we go. Difference in size for you. Stubby, Y, RevPunx. Alright guys, I am going to do the usual and put this RevPunx on my EDC for the next few days and then get back to you guys and let y'all know what I really think about it. But right off the bat, the first impressions is it's alright for its price point. The buttons are a killer, but the frame itself doesn't really appeal to me. The shape, the design, it's a little bit sharp in the corners, got my fourth finger scratched and stuff, but I really like this sound. Really satisfying sound. Such a nice sound. Right there. Oh, that's nice. This is quite addictive. Okay, I'm gonna stop, guys. Catch you then. Bye.
One eternity later.
要掉，要掉，要掉，要掉，要掉，要掉。你怎样放上去？有没有看到？我这样啊。
Phil, attempt one.
Why so spicy the camera? Don't spicy camera.
Camera shy.
这么你 performance anxiety 现在？
呀咯，突然间，呀，
刚才这样傻。
哦 God，
它 spin 不够快啊，不够快啊，而且不够快，直接会掉。
呀，做到一次做不到第二次哎。
看了。
Phil. Wrong one. Phil.
Too fast also. Oh.
敢放 ，1 2 3 Let go！ Whoa! You did it! Oh my god! 这夸张
This is simply amazing.
He's trying to make you laugh in his face.
Put it in his face.
So he just gonna stare at it, bro.
I think of my next move, bro. Next move. So continue spinning, but it didn't work. I was just guessing the price of this thing. And I think it would be...
You ask me how much that crappy bottle opener thing, yeah?
Yes, because it feels a bit like that crappy bottle opener thing.
Oh shit,
unfortunately.
really?
Yeah, but I think that
Really?
this
But
would
that one's
be
so
more-
light though.
This is as light. Yeah.
What the Bro, your hands got problem, bro.
That's just how I feel lah. In a nutshell, the best sounding spinner you can ever get. Really, it sings to you whenever you spin. But just doesn't feel as right. Maybe I'm not a fan of the... What's this called? A Y shape?
Try, yeah, try.
So, still the biggest fan of the once again a shout out for what the origin was.
Yeah.
It's still my favorite. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So the best sounding, but not the best feeling, I guess, when spinning this thing. Yeah.
What do you think of the novelty or the gimmick of spinning it on a point?
I don't see a point in that. Oh, but one more thing, yes. I think cleaning this thing would be a real nightmare, considering how intricate the design is. Probably need like a, what's that? You know, you used to clean rifles. The pipe cleaner, you know? Yeah. If not, how are you gonna clean this? Right?
Oh, that's true. Just lick it lah.
And so for the next segment, we have Ben licking every single one of his spinner.
You really think it feels like the bottle opener?
Yeah, I'm just not very impressed with how it spins.
I see.
Yeah.
Feels nice because basically I have biasness against the tri-wing.
So you like tries ah?
Yeah, but I know it just feels good in the hand, but you know, then again, it still scratches me from sometimes because of the edges. And I tend to flick it out really far out, so it scratches me. But I think overall it's still a good design. It's pretty decent looking, but I have no idea how is it going to look like when it walks. But it's still interesting to have it on the point, but I don't want to try it because, you know, I might break it and then I want to pay for it. So
Oh nah, bro. Just now Jerry. Oh, just try it for fun. It's okay. Just try it. Yeah. Bro, really, it's fine.
You like that?
Natural talent. He got it. I took a minute to like balance that thing. He took like 5 seconds. I think he's just using a better pen than I was.
Yeah, blame the pen. Completely blame the pen, bro.
It's pretty cool, but I don't see myself doing this all the time because it takes too much concentration to actually keep it up.
Actually, why not we try this? You take that button, put it on your Y, then do the same thing and see what it does.
Okay.
Whether or not it can balance. Okay, so while Tetris is changing his stuff, the buttons out. If you're wondering what we are doing, it's now like, what's the time now, bro? 7:10. It's 7:10 and it's like more than an hour past our official work time. And a lot of you have asked, what do I do for my work? What do I work as? What's my job? We all are working in an advertising agency. And shout outs to where we work at. See that? Spark Fury and Tango Shark. So I'm part of Tango Shark. They are part of Spark Fury. They are account servicing executives and I am a project manager. Those of you who work in the creative industry probably know exactly what our job scopes are. So yeah, we're just settling stuff for clients and we work overtime almost every day. But it's just part and parcel of our lives, I guess. Oh, he's trying it out. Spinetics Y brass with the RevPunx. Wow, not bad. How do you feel?
Natural talent. I cannot deny natural talent.
I feel like the RevPunx is spinning better because of its size and see it's already wobbling, so yeah,
I think because the weights are more thrown outwards, yeah.
It has better balance, but hey, it works. It works. Should try this on a bar.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Then watch the shit fly.
Yep.
I guess you have the verdict from both Kenji and Tetris. I didn't tell them what I thought of the RevPunx. I don't like it. I just don't like the design. It just doesn't appeal to me. And I agree with Tetris, it is sharp. But for him, it scratches his fingers when he's flicking it. And for me, it scratches my fingers when I'm stopping it. So either way, still the same. It's because of sharp points. And for Kenji, he just likes the way it sounds. Just like me, I like the way it sounds, but he says it's crap when it spins. I beg to differ. I think the spin is good, but you can tell he really likes the origin. I'm back, and it has actually been about maybe 3 weeks. That's because, well, honestly speaking, the RevPunx isn't one of the spinners that I kept reaching out to. Even though I put it on my EDC, I realized that I didn't really fidget with it much, unfortunately, because yeah, it was a little bit uncomfortable, honestly. Okay, let's just be honest. It was pretty uncomfortable. It wasn't just a little bit. I wasn't the only one that felt the same way. It's unfortunate because these edges are really sharp. But other than that, that sound is just exquisite. Tetris, Kenji, they all tried it out and they all had the same sentiments as I did. Okay, to me, it doesn't look very nice. To Kenji, to Tetris, it was still acceptable. But They really like the sound, but not the comfort. It's just too sharp on the edges. And also, you guys saw my other co-workers like Jarek were messing around with this, and we were just like fooling around trying to see who was able to balance it on the point. But yeah, right here, there's a little scratch there. Can I get it on the camera? I don't seem to be able to get it on camera, but there is a scratch right there leading out from the dimple. That's when I think Jarek or maybe Kenji slipped, and then the pen actually caused that mark. So that's a little bit unsightly if you really look at it, but if you're just glancing through, then it's not going to be a problem. At the same time, you can see that there have been a few, I guess, scratches maybe? Like this. Like, it's really strange because it's all perfectly straight lines. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you see how there is a funny line in the reflection? I think this arm has it too. Check it out. See that? Yeah. So yeah, it's, well, this part as well. So I think it's a kind of a manufacturing thing. Yeah, you guys can see that funny mark. I don't think it's caused by my carrying around, because honestly I put it into the Spinetic pouch whenever I carry it around, and yes, it fits into a Spinetic pouch perfectly. Check it out. So you see, it's definitely able to fit into a Spinetic pouch without any problems. But it's strange how I have those marks, and they're all very uniform, uniformly created, so that's strange. This one is the most obvious, though. It's like a straight line all the way across, and yeah, I don't like it. It's really weird. Sorry guys, there are a lot of things that I can see in person, but it's just not showing up on camera, so you're going to have to take my word for it, I suppose. Yeah, going back to my experience with the RevPunx RoyalPunx, it's not a spinner that I really enjoy. I mean, I got it because of the hype, and at the same time because I wanted these buttons, and I realized that the buttons work really beautifully with the stubby, and that was basically the reason why I got the RoyalPunx in the first place, because I wanted the buttons. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the spinner. Probably swap the buttons out because I want these buttons, and then put on another pair of buttons and maybe do a giveaway. Let me know if you guys are interested in getting this, because, you know, if I get enough responses, then yeah, I'll consider conducting a giveaway. If not, I'll just give it to one of my co-workers. Yeah, so let me know. I really like that sound though. I really like that sound. The finishing leaves a lot to be desired. There's a lot of funny marks here and there. On the insides here, it just looks like it's not finished properly. And you guys can see the different marking on the inside and here as well. I don't know if this is machine finish, but yeah, it looks a little bit raw here. Then you have the brush finish on the outer edges, like I mentioned before. And then yeah, I mean, the texture all around actually feels good, just that these sharp edges really just kill this guy, you know. And it is slightly bigger, one of the bigger spinners around, so that's basically it. Let's talk about the fidgetability of the RoyalPunx. Guys, I don't really enjoy fidgeting with the RoyalPunx, but let me just share with you guys. Forward flicks here, they seem to be okay, but sometimes this edge over here might get to you because you're constantly rubbing against this edge right here, and it is a pretty sharp edge. Even though there is a slight chamfer, it's still a little bit sharp. Yeah, it's just not comfortable. Pulling back is okay if you pull back on this edge here, but you won't be able to get a nice strong preloaded flick when your middle finger is so close to the button. You know what I mean? You want to be able to reach out further and then pull back, but this edge here hurts you. At the same time, stopping the spinner, you guys know stopping is also part of the fidgeting experience, but stopping the spinner actually hurts because of all the sharp edges. Like, it's always knocking my knuckle over here. I don't know if you call this a knuckle, but yeah, my bone over here. And it's just, I mean, you guys hear that knocking sound. That's it bashing against my bone. I hate it. Ouch, that actually hurts. So I'm getting scratched up all over again, and that's just something that I really don't like. Pushing forward and stopping it because it's spinning in the other direction is not as bad, but sometimes it gets caught on the meat of my middle finger here, right there, so it feels like it's like digging in. So over a long period of time, this will start to hurt. If I change my grip up to the middle finger and thumb grip, it is a lot easier to fidget with when you're pushing forward here, because you know, somehow the edge just reaches the top here and it just doesn't feel as uncomfortable as pushing forward with my middle finger. Pulling back, I'm not able to get a strong flick, probably because I also don't practice much with pulling back on my fourth finger, and this spinner is pretty heavy. I'm not able to get a nice satisfactory pull back on my fourth finger, but that's just me. Fidgeting with the index finger, pushing forward is okay, pulling back is okay, and it is long but not long to the point that it will knock your index finger like some other spinners do. This is probably the most comfortable when you're fidgeting with it. However, stopping it could hurt a little bit because of these edges over here, you're getting basically double the edges rubbing against the bottom side of your index finger, and it might be uncomfortable to some. To me, it's still acceptable. My fingertips are actually pretty tough because I used to play the piano a lot, so somehow I think the skin is slightly thicker on the underside of my fingers, or basically my fingertips. I used to play the guitar as well, so it's kind of like people with rougher skin or tougher skin. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy this spinner a lot more, but I'm just not really enjoying it as much because of all these edges. Like, I'm gonna have to take a nail file or like some sandpaper and just file these edges down. And we're talking about the outer edges, not the raised outers, the actual outer edges right here. These are the sharp ones. I hardly even feel the raised edges here because these protrude out to the point that, yeah, these are the first things that you actually feel against your hand. Basically, that's the fidgetability. I would say that this is really... Man, my skin is flying out, look. What the hell, look. It's like some of my skin is right there. So that's how sharp it is, guys. It's just scraping, and you know, I don't particularly have very dry skin. I'm just being really honest with you guys here, and I'm just not really enjoying the spin feel and the overall experience of the RevPunx. Sorry, RevPunx, you guys got a lot of finishing work to do. You gotta round these edges. You might want to consider media or bead blasting this thing, or maybe even stone washing it. I'm just giving my opinion, you know. So final verdict for you guys: nice ringing sound, some sharp edges, averaging about 4-minute spin times, which is not bad. Going for $39.99 for stainless steel and $34.99 for brass. Nice buttons. These buttons have a dimple inside, which is a feature where you can actually spin and put it on a point and balance it on a point. So that's the main feature, I suppose, of this spinner. R188 bearings, just about 6 cm or 60 millimeters in total length, just enough for you to fit into a Spinetic Spinners pouch. To me, I think that for $39.99, it's not bad. It's not a bad spinner, but not the best. I'd rather you use that money to buy yourself an Origin spinner, or save up a little bit more and get maybe the Y Plus or the X Plus from Spinetic Spinners. I don't know, I just think that there's a lot of better options out there for $39.99 or even $34.99. So that's just my honest opinion, guys. For me, I can't say that I regret this purchase because I bought it for the buttons and I really enjoy the buttons, and everything else, not so much, unfortunately. Not even the design, it just doesn't really appeal to me. That's it, it is what it is. That's what I feel about it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I provided enough information for you to decide whether or not the RevPunx RoyalPunx is a spinner for you. It is not something for me. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are interested in me doing a giveaway, but you're gonna have to accept the fact that I want to keep these buttons, so I will just put another set of buttons on it instead, because I really want to keep these buttons. Yeah, just let me know, guys. And that's about it. Of course, links in the video description below if you guys are interested in getting yourself one of these RoyalPunx spinners. It's not bad, but you know, it has so much more potential to be way better than what it is now. So I really hope that RevPunx will improve on this spinner, because honestly, the spinner is not bad. It could have been so much more. I'm looking forward to seeing what other designs RevPunx will come up with. That's about it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next slice of my life. Bye! I love that sound.